Naya la kwaka la kwalata. Aha ba raya hawaha. I take refuge in the words of Yahweh. Naya la kwaka la kwalata. Ba shema hawaha. I take refuge in the name of Yahweh. Naya la kwaka la kwalata. Baha Rabaka Yahweh. I take refuge in the spirit of Yahweh God. Kala Kalaya. Jawatisralaya Kalaya Tislaha. No weapon that is formed against me shall prosper. My beloved brothers and sisters, I thank you for dialing in. I'd like to proceed with my lesson that I have for you. We have to remember that everything and how everything is going on this planet has already been told to us. It says, Hear, O Israel, Yahweh your God, Yahweh is one. He told you that you're one with him. And this should be very exciting to you because Yahweh God has told you that you're one with him. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4. I am Yahweh, your Holy One, the creator of Israel, your king. That's Isaiah 43, verse 15. These are telling you how Yahweh God feels about you, that he's drawing you close to him. It says, this people have I formed for myself. They shall show forth my praise. And that's Isaiah verse 21. It is a great thing to hear that Yahweh God not only said these things, but there are other things that he said that was even to draw us more closer and to encourage us to keep the commandments. Jeremiah 31, verse 3. Yahweh has appeared of old unto me, saying, Yea, I have loved you with an everlasting love. Therefore, with loving kindness have I drawn you. And that's Jeremiah 31, verse 3. Jeremiah 43, verse 1. Even I am Yahweh, and besides me there is no Savior. Isaiah 43, verse 10. I am he, and before me there was no God formed, neither shall there be after me. And it's a beautiful thing when it says in Psalm 118, verse 24, Blessed be he that cometh in the name of Yahweh. We will bless you out of the house of Yahweh, using the name. And Yahweh said to the children of Israel, Exodus 30, Exodus 25, verse 8, he said, and let them build me a sanctuary that I may dwell among them. Do you hear that? He didn't say he was going to go off someplace. So the sanctuary received the spirit of Yahweh God, and Yahweh God came down and he dwelled. He dwelled in the tabernacle. And when he's in the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 50 to 53, he tells you the tribes of Levi was the insulator about the tabernacle. They had, because remember, Yahweh came down. He actually came down to dwell with us. These are things that should stir and make us want to keep the commandments. See, you're not going out of this no other way. Every man should walk in the name of his God. Whatever the name of your God, you call on him. Because we're living in the days that we who have called upon Yahweh God, that has enwrapped ourselves in the case of serving him. It says, therefore said Yahweh, the God, although I have cast them far off among the nations, although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them a small sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. My brother, when you understand the dynamics, Yahweh said, build me a sanctuary. And the sanctuary received the Spirit. And that's Ezekiel 11, verse 16. So we still are living in the sanctuary. Yeah, but how can we live in the sanctuary? But by keeping the commandments of Yahweh God. And Yahweh God, the God that we serve, has never left us. That's why in Zechariah 8, verse 1 to 3, thus said Yahweh of hosts, I was jealous for Zion with great jealousy, and I was jealous for her with great fury. Thus said Yahweh, I return unto Zion and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. My brothers and sisters, think about that Yahweh God will come down and he will perform all the good deeds that he has said. And see, because at this present time, in Isaiah 47, verse 13, you are weary in the multitude of your counsel. This country is weary. In the multitude, they having problems everywhere. But Yahweh said, there be no rest for the wicked. He told you. So where you going to what? Where's your habitation of peace? Well, what is going to help you? How will it help you? It says Isaiah 43, verse 5 to 6. Fear not, for I am with you. I will bring your seed from the east and gather you from the west. He said, I will do this. I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far and my daughters from the ends of the earth. Why would you go and sit in a place that's not talking about you? Why would you go in a place when the Torah, prophecy, and writings is talking about you? What it says is that Judah mourneth, the gates thereof languish. You have been sabotaged in the United States of America. And it doesn't matter who ever what president did you think ever did us any good? You can't do us any good. We did and build America under duress and love. We build it. So what we see other people doing, they only doing what we've done, but they're not doing it on love. They're building houses everywhere. Look at the hurricanes. It says what? It says they'll become weary because there's so many things that's happened. They didn't expect that. They expect that their plan would go and be executed without any problem. But they're having problems now. And guess what? They're not going to help these people because there's too many. They're not going to help them. And you're going to see her nakedness and how she feels about her own people. So you know if she's going to neglect them, they're not coming to help you. So unless you find a way, that's why it says, and you are weary in the multitudes of your counsel. Man, like, hey, they trying to put out this fire. They trying to put out that fire. They can't put it out because it's too many. It's too many of the circumstances that is overwhelming, surmountable. And it says, and that's why Yahweh said, I'm going to bring you and we will explain to you. You are a perfect people. Ezekiel 20, verse 33, verse 41. And I will bring you out from the people and will gather you out of the countries. Yahweh said, he said, I'm going to gather you out of the people. He's telling you that's why when we read the Torah and the prophecy and the writings, he's telling you exactly how he's going to execute your salvation. He told you, he said, though you be at the ends of the earth, you don't have to worry. I will bring you home. Joel 2, verse 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. So Yahweh told them, because we are a spiritual people, and he's going to open up, and he's told you what he's going to do. He said Torah, prophecy, and history of Yahweh's people is a record of the past and future of the 12 tribes of Israel. When that nation or people ill treat any of the tribes of Israel, they are cursed. When that nation or people bless any of the 12 tribes of Israel, they are what? They're blessed. So we know that the people, as it says in Genesis 27, verse 29, let people serve you and nations bow down to you. You understand? And they have not bowed down to us. They have not treated us well. And you have to actually understand that. Let me tell you something. You ain't got no choice. You got to keep the commandments. And one thing I find about the people as I walked on, they don't like discipline. They don't like discipline. And Yahweh said, I will take them out in the wilderness and I will purge the rebels from a gum. They're not going to want to obey the commandments. What are you talking to me? You ain't talking to me. I'll do what I want to do. Nah. If you ain't keeping the commandments, you ain't getting in. It ain't about, man, I went to church. They ain't never taught you nothing about you. The church is all messed up, and I have great respect for the church. Don't get me wrong, because that's part of my history. But it's now because of global communication. Because of global communication, everybody knows who we are. That's right. And you must understand the only relationship you can have with Yahweh God is to keep his commandments. You can't get it no other way. All nations and people shall bow at your feet. Go back and read it. You don't think they have read it? They can't stop it. Because when the fear comes in, what Yahweh told you, he said, fear not, for I'm with you. He told you not to fear. He didn't tell them not to fear. And when he brings on them, they're going to fear. Say, fear not, for I'm with you. I will bring your seed from the east. He said, I want you to relax. That's why he said, comfort you, my people. Stir these people to keeping the commandments, because that's your only way out. You can't, oh man, I don't keep it on a Saturday. No, the Shabbat is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has no Saturday, Monday, or Tuesday, or Wednesday. But it's been agreed that we all will do it on the seventh day. And that's what it, but they're fighting. I'm telling you, I've watched the people and they do not like discipline. They do not like discipline. It says, and the angel of Yahweh called unto Abraham out of heaven the second time, that in blessing I will bless you and multiply. I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven and as the sand which is upon the seashore. And your seed shall possess the gates of his enemies. And it's happening now. Where's the gate? Washington, D.C. That the young lady that's in Congress, Jasmine Crockett, she tearing them up. You understand? And they don't like it. You understand? But I wish her the best, because they after her. Believe me, you don't come in their folly ground and try to talk about laws and justice. America has never given law and justice to the people. Remember, we have a different history. They brought us here. You got to remember. And then they sabotaged us in every way. They started having sex with us. They made us have sex with our parents. You know, it was, and then they took our name and language from us, and they said, now find your way back home. It was impossible. And they had their total right to what? Execute the worst on us, and they have. And you can see it when you walk through the street. These people ain't coming back. Again, now, when the circumstances get very grave, they're gonna look for a way out. They'll come in. And when they think it's over, they'll go right back into their old ways. You understand? Go and read Ezekiel, when Yahweh said, I will come and take you from the nation and I will take you into the wilderness. You ain't going back in that land. These people, they're used to Starbucks and other places that they have put before us to make like they're prosperous. They come in your community and they put certain things in it to say, we're here. Well, the point about it is that you got to understand about you. They're not blessed because they haven't blessed you. And you must bless yourself by keeping the commandments. Look, it's no other way. Don't let nobody tell you it's any other way. You understand? Believe me, they switched the days around, but we still kept all the holidays. I can prove it. Even though they switched the days around and did all that they want, we still did it. You understand? But this is on another teaching, another, to explain. They can't trick us. It was a man that said, Rabbi, they're going to take this Shabbat from us. I said, it's impossible. Rabbi, we was here for past 400 years, but there was no stipulation that we would what? That we would leave, because this is Esau's blessing from Isaac. There's never been a time like this on the plate. You got a cell phone, you can call any place in the world. If you know how to use your cell phone, you can go up to the satellite. Man, that cell phone is a miniature computer. And it's just learning the ins and outs of it. But I'm saying to you, we don't need nobody to help us. Man, we just wait. Wait until the hurricane and the tornado and the tsunami and the earthquake come downtown, and it's going to destroy them. But look, you ain't got nothing in America to stay here for. What you got here to stay? They robbed you of everything. You're a very human person. They robbed you of. They'll put all our men in jail and they're having sex with each other. That's right. You understand? And then they come out and you looking for men. There ain't no men out here. You got to be very careful. Ain't no women out here. Be very careful. Cancer's on the rise. A young man down on my floor just had a massive heart attack. It's too many young people dying because they have upped the plan of extermination. But exterminating who? You understand what I'm saying? They're getting ready to go down in them holes, and they think it's going to be, man, Yahweh is going to rip this planet apart, but you're going to be in the right place. Because he's saying you should go into Egypt again. Egypt, who came to get you out of Egypt? But Yahweh God. See, you have to read this book so that you can gain the confidence of no matter what happens. If the buildings start falling and Yah is in with you, you'll be all right. That's why it says, though Job, Noah, and Daniel be it only by their righteousness. It didn't say, oh, they were good people. No, good in keeping the commandments of Yahweh God. You understand what I'm saying? Do you wear your tzitzis? That's a mandatory thing. That's mandatory. You understand? But you got to understand how Israel moved. Israel has already been gathered. Israel has already been gathered. People are looking for Israel. Man, where are they at? Man, they're gone. That's why you can't find them. You're still looking. You have to know what makes an Israelite. When an Israelite starts keeping the commandments of Yahweh God, gotta understand, when he starts keeping the commandments of Yahweh God, there are things that happened to them. And therefore, you know, we have to give notice to these things. What it says, the Torah of Yahweh is perfect, converting the soul, which is the human body. So when you start keeping the commandments and you nourish yourself, and you're not the same person. You're walking in the commandments of Yah and the words of Yah. You said, Yah, the only one that can help me is you. Look, I know these words. And I know they say, though Israel be as the sands of the sea, they ain't coming, they're not coming. I'm telling you, walk the streets. Walk the streets and see our young men and our young women. And many of them are very gracious, and especially when they know that they're bowed, shalom, rabbi, and they wanted to say shalom. It is really a beautiful thing. So put on what gives you and denotes you who you are. Don't worry about nobody else, because you have the total truth. And the total truth is in keeping the commandments. And how you gonna keep the commandments unless you go into Torah and read it? Let me tell you something. Yahweh God is with us. He's with us. And like I said, go and read, keep on reading. Because one day, let me tell you what's gonna happen. Behold, the day cometh, said Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor thirst of water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. This word is going to be taken out because ain't nobody going to have no time to teach nobody. I've called on my God. I know that my very body has been impregnated. Man, they got all these other names. They calling on this and that one. Nah. When Solomon built, he said, Hebrew does not have vowels. It's a consonant language. Just go into research. Yahweh, Allah, Yama. That's it. And when you say that, you enter into judgment, because he said, don't take my name in vain. Hold that name, man, hey, hold it close to you. Don't let it go nowhere. And pray that Yahweh will have mercy on you. And he will, and just keep traveling, because it ain't going to get no better. But at the same time, it's always going to get good for you if you stay in your house. Just stay in your house. Call on his name, pray. And it says here, and in your seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because you have obeyed my voice. It said, they ain't bless you, my brothers and sisters. They hate you. They hate you. You understand? When they see you, but they can't take it away. See these old rabbis that have studied this? They know they can't take this away from you. They know it's yours. They know this. And therefore, keep reading. Man, if you understand what is on those pages, they fear us. They have a fear for us, because they know our potential is in the Ruach of Yah. You understand? When Yahweh went down there in Canaan, that wasn't our fight. Yahweh said, just go down there, kill them all. Don't leave nobody. I'm sure they looked at each other. They wasn't a warring people. They didn't even come out of Egypt by war. It was all by the angels of Yahweh. What is it? And thy name shall be no longer Israel, Jacob, but Israel, one that has power with God and man. That's your power. So when you keep those commandments, and I'm going to prove it to you, I want you to know, I want you to relax. I want you to know everything is well with you. Man, I have a nice place of food. Yes, sir. Kiss your wife, enjoy your children, and don't worry about nothing. Why? Because the people And that's what I read. It says, you know, the word of Yahweh, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even unto the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh. It's not going to be here. Ain't nobody got time to mess with you when things are happening and you know you want to learn. Now is the time to learn. I was going out of my building and one of the young men said, he said, I'm so confused. I said, I got something for you. I'm gonna give you something. And you go and read it. You know, so I'm saying to you, don't give up on our young men, our young women. Say a prayer for them and wish them well. Wickedness is deceitful, and with many schemes, they that put their hands to it is not strong. See, the wicked got many deceitful schemes. And I was reading out of Amos chapter 8, verse 11. You understand? And it says, they shall go to and fro seeking the word of Yahweh and shall not find it. They're going to close this word up. You know, if you in your house and you got naughty children that don't want to listen to you, don't worry about it. They're getting ready to be beat up because Yahweh, when you sit down and teach your family this is the master teaching. The earth has been given into the hands of the weakness of the wicked. It's not the strength of the wicked. The wicked has double crossed many people, even their own lords. You understand these people? These people are double crossing because the devil that they serve is a double cross. So, you know, with all of this, you got to say, well, how am I going to get out of this? Torah is a straight line of discipline. The Torah of Yahweh is perfect. It converts the soul because it has a discipline. That's Psalm 19, verse 7. The spirit of Yahweh is a perfect spirit. That's why it said the remnant of Israel shall not do no iniquity, nor shall any lies be found in their mouth. I am thankful that Yahweh's judgment is forthcoming. Oh, it's coming. Oh, don't worry about it. Them hurricanes, man, and tornadoes, I mean, tearing them up, lifting their houses, totaling them because they're going into confusion because they kept everybody else in confusion. It's just nothing but called payback. It says, Psalm 147, verse 19 to 20. He showed this word unto Jacob. See, that word's going to be taken. Who's Jacob? Me. His statutes and his judgment unto Israel. Who's that? That's me. He has not dealt so with any nation. He has not dealt so with any, he's only dealt with you. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Amos 3, verse 2. These are very, you say, wow, you mean Yahweh never got to know anybody but me? You know, that he anointed me. And then when you understand to comply to keeping the commandments, and what's your worry? Why should you worry? You understand what I'm saying? I want you to relax. Be perfect. He said, be perfect. Deuteronomy 18, verse 13. You should be perfect with Yahweh, your God. How are you perfect? Keeping the commandments. The Torah is perfect. The Torah is perfect. Bringing the human body into spiritual discipline. When you embrace the words of Torah, things happen to you differently. Keep all the commandments of Yahweh, our God, is our absolute protection of the ungodly action of the wicked. The earth is given into his hands, and Yahweh has given those that keep his commandments. Listen, I want you to listen to this. Who are you? Who do you think you're in the hands of? That's right. You know, Yahweh, he says, keep all the commandments of Yahweh. Is your absolute protection of the ungodly action of the wicked. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, And Yahweh has given those that keep all his commandments into the hands of his angels. Go and read it. Go read it. My brothers and sisters, go read it. The angels protect us. Go and read what when we came out. It was the angels of Yahweh God. That's right. So why are you ready? If you keeping the commandments, the angels are around. And they will protect you. If this building started falling down, as he says, Psalm 91, verse 11 to 12, for he shall give his angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. They shall bear you up in their hands, lest you dash your feet against a stone. That's who you have on your side, my brothers and sisters. Yahweh's, that's why are you going to worry? Because if that angel's with you, you'll find. He said, because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high because he has what? Known my what name? Not all these other names they be saying. Call the right name, Yahweh. Leave them vows alone. Do you understand? Only with your eyes shall you behold and see the reward of the wicked. That's Psalm 91, verse 8. Psalm 58, verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. My brothers and sisters, it is my greatest desire so that you can relax. I want you to relax. I don't want you to have no fear because Yahweh has told you, fear not, for I'm with you. They have lied to their children, and their children know that their fathers have lied. Because of global communication, they have heard the truth and have the world over has heard that we are that, who we are, because of global communication. Jeremiah 16, verse 19. The nations shall come unto you from the ends of the earth and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. They're going to come and bow at your feet. Go back and read it. I'm not, you said, this is beautiful. He said, the gathering of the nations is the punishment of the nation. Yahweh's gathering all the nations and bringing them down, as it says in the book of Joel 3:2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of judgment. Yeah, and that's why everybody said to be punished. I mean, our punishment is over. Yahweh said, comfort ye, my people. Tell them their warfare has been accomplished, their sins have been pardoned. Why are you still talking about you sinning? You keeping those commandments? You understand? Keep the commandments. The leaders of this world have no power against destructive forces. Congress cannot pass a law to stop the tsunamis and hurricanes. Yahweh is in control. Our brothers and sisters, there's nothing they can do with us. There's nothing they can do. And I want you to know that. And I want you to set strong. And I want you to hold on and keep the commandments of Yahweh. Talk to brothers and sisters that you can share. And like I said, this will definitely be something that I will be doing. But I like to also say, something else concerning how we must move. It says in Psalm 34, verse 7, the angels of Yahweh encamp round about them and deliver them. See, it said, then spake Joshua to Yahweh in the day when Yahweh delivered up the Amorites before the children of Israel. And he said, in the sight of Israel, sun, stand you still upon Gibeon, and the moon, in the valley of Golan. Yeah, he was able to, and it says, and this is Joshua 10, I want to show you your power with your mouth. It didn't say he just uttered it out of his mouth. That's why the remnant of Israel shall not do no iniquities, nor shall any lies be found in their mouth. Joshua 10, verse 13. And the sun stood still, and the moon stayed until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. Go back and read it. Go back and read this. You don't understand the science of light, the science of the frequency of light. We controlled it. That's why it was, I don't want to, I hope that one day I can do a lesson on that. But yeah, like without the sun, without the heat, you will not have life. It stimulates everything. They have blown up so much atomic debris in the air. This planet is worthless. Do you hear what I'm saying? They have, because that's the way of the wicked man. If the spirit of Yahweh God is not with you, you're not gonna make it. You know, and go back and read it. Don't be afraid of death. Death is an easy thing. But don't live your life frivolously. And then when things start happening, you calling on God. Say every man should walk in the name of his God. My God is Yahweh God. I found my God. That's why when I co-bass the church and I see them shouting and yelling, I don't say they done found their God. You know, and when you understand from slavery what has been put upon them, then people have every right to go into church. You know, they've been big, you know, they've been done in. And if they get peace, but don't believe that they haven't heard the truth, it just doesn't make sense to them. But the thing is, the Israel will never go to sleep again. We are totally awake. We ain't going to sleep. Zechariah fell ill. Behold, I will bring again the shadow of the degree which is gone down in the sundial of Ahaz, 10 degrees backwards. So the sun returned 10 degrees, by which degrees it was gone down. It shows you, my brothers and sisters. And that's Isaiah 38, verse 8. Go read it. We were controlling the sun. Go read it. He said the sun went back, not forward, but back. And the only one that had power to do that is your God. So, my brothers and sisters, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And through the rivers, they shall not overflow you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, neither shall a flame be kindled upon you. And I will bring the blind by a way that they know not. I will lead them in the path that they have not known. And I will make darkness light before them and crooked things straight. These things will I do unto them and not forsake them. And we shall build cities in the sky and cities beneath the waves of the oceans. And we shall take distant trips to distant galaxies, and we shall have picnics in the sun. My brothers and sisters, you are a divine and perfect people, and there's no other way. Anybody tell you you're going to get in any other way, it's not true. There's only one way. Got to keep those commandments. And if you find me to be a liar, please call me up. You understand? And like I said before, the people do not like discipline. Once you tell them they have to do what me? You can go in the Bible when the snakes was biting and Moses put up the bronze. It never said it bit the women or the children. It bit the men. It didn't bite. It didn't bite the woman or the children, but it bit the men. And who came against Moses? The men. You understand? And they ain't do nothing, and they wanted the position that Yahweh. Let me tell you something. If a man has a position and Yahweh is given to him, leave him there. Because if you go and disturb him, Yahweh is going to deal with you, whether it's a man or a woman. They have a calling to do what is right. See, when you have a calling to do what's right, it has nothing to do with numbers. It has nothing to do if one come or nobody come. One thing I can say about Rabbi Bibbins, he was always there on a Wednesday, and you could come up and you could learn. You know, and this is all, it has nothing to do with everybody. Because everybody can come. If you don't believe me, go in the street and watch they're not disciplined. If you ain't got no nasty, stinking, whorish music, calling women all kind of names and this, they're not gonna stay around. But you put on some nice jazz and whatever, man, they fly away. But you gotta understand, America has never been kind to us, to allow us. We're not like that. We're not. We never neglected our families. They taught us to do that. They made us. We are their design. Our skin wasn't like this. It was chocolately black. And they tore us up in the United States of America. That's right. So you know who you are. Leave everybody to their own. Wa yadana la kala hayama. Matala shamayama wa masha manaya. Haratis Rabba the Gana Wata Yurasha Yapadawaka Abmayima Wayasha Dakhawa Lakala Amayama Hawaha Gabayura Lakhayika Wayasha Dakhawa Laka Banaya Amaka Hara Arayika Araba Mabarakayika Barawaka. And may Yahweh give you, my beloved brothers and sisters, the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve you and nations bow down to you. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let your mother's son bow down to you. Cursed be they that curse you, and blessed be they that bless you. I want to say to you, behold, I will bring them from the north country and gather them from the crust of the earth, and with them the blind and them the lame, the woman with child and her that travail with child, together a great multitude. So I pray that you are anointed by the word of Yahweh God. That's why it's called the congregation of Yah in me, the Ruach that dwells in you. We are a Ruach people, and you can't get that Ruach unless you keeping those commandments. And may Yahweh, and Yahweh know that we've been double crossed. He knows that. And he's working with us. But he has people like myself, like you, and talking to the people. And like I told you, one ingredient I see among us, we don't like discipline. So I want to say shalom to you, and may Yahweh bless you in your goings and your comings. And shalom, shalom.